It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theater, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And Murray, who's getting pumped up to take the highway to the danger zone, as he is just a couple of sleeps away from watching the film he's been waiting for years. Top Gun Maverick. Are you excited, Merman?
I feel the need for speed.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
I think we have to have a new nickname for Merman. Just while Top Gun's playing. I think we have to call him something like Flight Boy or something.
Oh, there was a guy on the first one called Hollywood. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, but you can't use someone else's name. You have to have an original Merman name. Like,
what's wrong with Merman?
What's wrong with Flight Boy? The Navigator? What about the Navigator?
Sure.
Okay, the Navigator. It's done. Just till Top Gun's in cinemas.
All
right. Well, thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, and share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/FilmRageYYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a terrible movie rental and dare us to see it. And you know what? We'll probably do it for the most part. You know what? Why don't we just get to some raging? But first, here's a word from our sponsor.
Hey, Bryce, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to my favorite cinema, canyonmeadowscinema, to see the best second-run movies at the best price.
What? How inexpensive are they?
Regular price is $5.
Regular price is $5. Makes me hope they also serve pizza.
They do, plus a lot of other great food choices. Plus, I'm planning my office Christmas party there. They can host a plethora of options for any get-together. Gaming, movie, drag show.
Drag show? Now I know where I'm planning my next party.
Hey, maybe you think there's a Liam Neeson or a superhero movie planned?
I hope not. But maybe there'll be a great independent documentary.
Sure. Call CMC at 403-670-5444 to book a special event or go online at canyonmeadowscinema.ca.
It's one thing that I like most about being a man.
What's that?
When we get together, the three of us, we're men. Which is what we happened to see in theaters this week.
We did.
It's the only thing in theaters.
We
well, no, that's not true.
saw men.
We didn't see Downton Abbey because it's a TV show.
Because that's women.
No.
No.
We like women, but we don't like TV shows about TV shows. That may become movies.
So Men is the latest offering from Alex Garland, who also directed Ex Machina and Annihilation. He specializes in presenting thought-provoking cinema and has done it again with this latest offering. Men, not unlike his previous films, wallows in dread in combination with some stunning visuals. Jessie Buckley once again shows that as a lead actress she can carry a film, which is especially impressive in this case as the weight she has to bear in this story is more than your average fare. As Harper, she conveys the uneasiness and eventually the terror that surrounds, as she seems to be wrestling with her own sanity. She is always brilliant. Rory Kinnear also stars and is also brilliant.
What?
Basically every male character that Harper encounters, with each of them becoming more and more unsettling. Every scene between Harper and whoever Kinnear is playing ranges from uneasy to unsettling to downright frightening to absolute terror. This is a film that doesn't pander to anyone. Its motives are open to interpretation, but will definitely get you talking. It is an uneasy and often horrifying experience. What I mean to say is it is mondo.
Oh, snappy. Somehow, that didn't surprise me. Not very often is there a film which can be represented by a sound or a phrase. We have had, "I'll be back," or "say hello to my little friend." And we recently got the low dulcet tone from Memoria, or as Bryce would say, what is it? What's the sound from Memoria? Wasn't it just like bonk?
Yeah, it was a thud.
Right? Wasn't it bonk?
It was a thud.
It's kind of, yeah.
It was kind of bonk.
No.
There you go.
He'll get it.
No.
There you go. It's some bonk.
For 2.5 hours.
Or we also got it from Dune, as Bryce might also say.
For 3 freaking hours.
Nice. And now we have ha, 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 ha. This film is like a visual and oral symphony brought to screen with minimalistic starts in sparing and intentional placements, along with wide and swooping shots of beauty and serenity. And then it builds to a crescendo of visceral body horror not seen on film for quite some time. The sound and music at the beginning, when we starts to build the concerto. It's sparse and succinct, but done perfectly, as is in every scene. Ha! Ha! As usual, our lead, Jesse Buckley, is captivating and brilliant in this modern horror masterpiece, as well as Rory Kinnear, as Bryce had already mentioned, who happens to play, as Bryce has already mentioned, every male character, or the men, quote unquote, in this film. This film is so much more than the sum of its parts, and will have you thinking long and hard for years and years to come. In addition, this may be the only film that did not annoy me with memory flashbacks, although there is quite a few. I did not know where this film was going, but as the symphony played on till its steaming and revealing end, I was on the edge of my seat in wonder and awe. Alex Garland, our director, is the future of film, and I want to live now forever until I die in Thailand to see every single thing that he delivers. And delivers he does, with the exercising of our lead's demons through the rebirth and owning her future from the past guilt she tries to evolve from. For the most part, this plays a bit like a 3-act play with a prologue and epilogue, but the scenery and cinematography helps to forget this at times and delivers us from the primary scene, which is Harper and her rental property, or VRBO, rental castle, as I like to say. I suggest that you all remember 2 things about this film. The sound of ha! And that men is Mondo.
Nice.
And I got some unpacking to do, because there was a bit of traveling in this movie. But first, what did the Merman think?
You know how good that Kinnear guy is?
Yes.
He's so good. You didn't even know it was him who played the black guy she was married to.
Oh, he played it. He didn't play him.
You said he was every man in the movie.
Every man.
You missed out that guy, whoever he was.
Well, I know who he is, but he was a very small
there
part.
There were 2 other guys
Just
in the
saying.
movie, but
Yeah.
And I actually didn't know it was the same guy playing all those characters.
Oh, didn't you? That's how good he. That's how good he was. Yeah.
then he
And they
was
were all
awesome.
equally creepy.
Yes, they were.
Yes, they had their own succinct style of creepiness.
It was
So when you rent a nice cottage for a quiet vacation, they never tell you in the ad that it's in a village of a bunch of creepy dudes who follow you home and stand naked in your garden. That's not really in the brochure.
oh.
Although if it was, I'd go there.
This is yet another case of me enjoying the first 2/3 of a movie before it gets weird. I don't like weird.
I love weird.
In fact, the big moment of this film has a scene in which can only be described as grotesque. Seeing this up on the big screen was not something I expected or wanted to see in extreme.
Are you talking about the guy's wiener? Because they showed that a lot.
I'm talking. Well,
other
that
stuff.
was just disturbing. But
The other stuff.
the other stuff, which they had to repeat 3 times because they couldn't just do
Yes.
it once.
They had to get everybody to give birth.
Apparently.
I was all in.
Me too.
Now, it was actually, for the most part, a beautifully shot and acted film.
Yes.
I love the magnificent, the awesome English countryside. It kind of reminded me of my English relatives in Yorkshire, where I
Nice.
visited. Jesse Buckley was great, as always, and the creepy dudes were creepy. Looking past the striking visuals, haunting soundtrack, and great performance from Jesse Buckley, this film took too long to develop. The horror didn't really kick in until the last half hour of the movie.
What?
Based on the uncomfortable weirdness of the ending, I wanted to give this a rage.
What?
But Buckley is too damn good in it, so it's a meh.
All right.
Wow.
I don't like weird.
How did you not? Okay, so didn't you find the because the suspense build was
I hated
also
the way it
quite
ended.
good.
I hated the ending.
I know you didn't like
completely.
the ending. That made it the icing on the cake.
Yeah,
that
no.
was the suspense.
No,
that-
I was okay when it was
this
just her
film goes through.
being like stalked and tormented by evil men. But then it got freaking weird on me, and I just they
it
lost
got delicious.
me. They lost me.
How about how it was so specific? Every single creep level of every man.
Oh yeah,
that
there was
plays
just
the
a
men.
step up, a step up,
Yeah.
a step up. It was
Well,
just like-
and then the one person that's the least creepy, but he's just awkwardly creepy.
Yeah.
Who's the innkeeper, for lack of a better word, is like the most creepy at the very end.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
This I kind of want to watch this like
Oh,
10 times
at
just to make
least.
sure I don't miss a single second
so
of.
good.
So good.
And that's all we watched.
That's all we watched in cinemas.
Yeah, we didn't get around to that Downton thing, but I'm sure it was
No,
good for
I'm
those
sure it-
who enjoy it.
Who enjoyed?
There is an audience for
There
it.
is an audience, otherwise they
just
wouldn't make
not
it.
us.
It's not film rage
Definitely
though.
not us.
There's the ambulance taking it away.
Taking me away. All right. Well, there's some other stuff that I saw.
Sweet.
Start off with a doozy. It's called The Comeback Trail 2020.
I've seen it.
It was on Amazon.
So have I.
It is
Have you?
not
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Well,
Got some good actors in it.
it does. It had a lot of good actors in it. 2 movie producers who owe money to the mob set up their aging movie star for an insurance scam to try and save themselves. Basically, they're trying to kill him on the set. They wind up
good
getting more
setup.
than they ever imagined. Starring Robert De Niro, Morgan Freeman, and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yes.
This was basically an old man Liam Neeson movie without Liam Neeson.
What?
Except it was a comedy. You two probably hated it.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I
I hated
did.
it.
Tommy Lee Jones is the world's oldest cowboy. De Niro plays a sleazy movie producer who tries to kill him for the insurance money, and Freeman plays the badass gangster of this piece.
Nice.
As predicted, things go badly for De Niro. I have to admit, I did enjoy watching him get blown up, gored by a bull, and kicked by a horse.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the laughs were few and far between. So as much as I wanted to like this movie, it was pretty much a rage.
Oh,
Wow.
Murray joins the party. Okay, so
Rage.
here's a question for you, Murr, about the movie.
Yeah.
Did you have to put the subtitles on whenever Tommy Lee Jones spoke? Because I have yet to see a movie
No.
with him in lately that I don't need the
I
subtitles.
just watch Space Cowboys, and I understand him perfectly.
Okay.
He talks a little fast sometimes, but that's kind of his style. So,
I think he talks like he's mumbling all the time.
whatever.
I don't understand what we're saying all the
Well,
time.
he's
you know what
old.
I'm saying?
He's from Texas, or
I understand
South.
Texans.
that's
Do
his
you?
thing.
I know yeehaw.
I've seen a lot of his movies, and I understand him in all of them.
I need the subtitles.
The next one up is I just actually watched today. Is The Captive.
Oh.
It turns out there is a Ryan Reynolds movie I haven't seen.
Oh,
What?
yeah, The Captive.
Directed by Adam Agoyan.
Mm-hmm.
Starring a whole bunch of Canadian actors.
Yep.
And Rosario
And
Dawson.
Rosario Dawson, yeah.
yeah.
This was the Ryan Reynolds you guys like. There was no wisecracking or funny Reynolds at all.
Nope.
Just basically a very angst-ridden father who his daughter gets abducted and he's trying to find her.
So basically, you watch 2 Liam Neeson movies.
Yeah.
A young Liam Neeson and an old man Liam Neeson movie minus Liam Neeson.
Sure, whatever. But yeah, he was in complete rage the whole film. I'm not sure how I feel about this film. Movies about abducted and tortured kids is just uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durand is still all kinds of creepy. But I feel the story took way too long to develop, and it basically resolved itself. No thanks to the police in this movie. I'm not going as amazing director. This one's a meh.
Agreed.
I also agree. What is happening right now? We all gave the other movie a rage, and we also gave this a meh.
Yes.
To quote my favorite Ariel movie,
Yes.
there was no joy this week for me.
Oh, right. Like there won't be for me next week.
I have no idea what we're talking about right
He's
now.
talking about Top Gun Maverick, the original.
Ah.
Not the extra crispy version we're going to get to see
No
next
joy
week.
means that you can't engage the enemy. But no joy for me was literally no joy in watching these movies.
But also, it's a Maverick reference.
It is.
Bryce.
You've lost me.
Technically, his trainer said it, but whatever. Anyway, okay.
Like his physical trainer?
No, his flight trainer guy.
Oh.
Commanding officer.
I don't remember the scene where he was like working
Well,
out.
then maybe you should watch it again.
Other than playing sweaty volleyball. But that
I
was,
think you should watch
it again.
I think
before
you should
go to
watch
the
it
new one.
again before we see Maverick.
yeah,
think
no,
you
I'm
should.
not.
I
I'm not
dare you
watching. No,
No.
I've already been dared to watch it, and I did,
Not
and it
by
ain't
me.
happening again.
You're going to get to watch something twice as bad next week.
Yeah, you will.
I doubt it.
Just you wait and see.
I doubt it.
Alrighty.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
I want to say it's been 2 years, is my guess, that this rage has been building. And perhaps I should save this for next week. But I can't believe the only movie we're going to watch next week is Top Gun Maverick.
I'm gonna be watching something else.
Are we? Okay, good.
Well, I am. I don't know if you are.
Well, we're going to be watching a bunch of stuff.
I am so going to Bob's Burgers.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. But the one movie that is a real movie, not a cartoon movie, is Top Gun Maverick, and
it's not a kiddie cartoon.
They kept promising us that this movie would be pushed back, hoping that it would be pushed back forever, and it didn't. It got pushed back to tomorrow. This is now.
I was just
open.
hoping they were just gonna give up and just release it on demand and
or like on Disney Plus or something,
or on Tubi.
But you know what? If you're gonna see Top Gun Maverick, you kind of have to see it in IMAX. Or what's that other one that it wraps its arms around you and it shakes your ass and sucks your dick all at the same time as you're watching the movie? What's that?
I don't know.
D-Box or
D-Box.
No, it was-
D's Box or
It's like the next level of D-Box where you get the wind and everything.
yeah, it spits
It's
at
like
you.
4D or something.
Yeah, I want to feel the rage.
The one that I almost got a dislocated neck from watching Ghostbusters.
That's what I
Afterlife.
want. I want to feel the rage when I see that movie. I don't just want to experience the rage. I want to feel the rage.
I kind of hope we just watch it on the smallest screen possible, and hopefully they won't play it too loud.
You can always.
Should we watch a piloted version?
You can always pirate
Wait,
it.
I'm hoping
I just said piloted
I'm
version.
I'm hoping I can
Huh?
find a Stars and Stroller screening where they turn the volume down so they don't disturb the sleeping babies. That would be nice.
See if we can find it playing Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning.
There we go.
That's my rage this week.
All right.
Oh, and Putin, of course. But Top Gun Maverick coming out this weekend. That's my rage.
That's a good rage. I 100% support that rage. All right, my rage this week is that people still do not get the Rage or Dare segment. Do not submit a suggestion to this segment unless the film you're submitting is so god awful that you would not wish the experience of watching it on your worst enemy. It has to be bad to the point that no one watching it could be having a good time. It has to be painful to watch. No joy should occur at any point of witnessing the film. The film that we watched for this week's Rage or Dare did not fit any of the criteria and should not have been part of the segment. I'm begging our listeners to scour the archives for the worst of the worst. Films that are so bad, they're not even worth making fun of. I do not want any so bad they are entertaining films. Not that this was the case in this week's episode, as the film we watched was beyond brilliant. So there it is. Please only submit unwatchable, complete garbage to the Rage or Dare segment. Thank you very much.
I think our listeners, though, this is just my curiosity, because no one's told me specifically, but I think they really love us this much that they don't want us to rage over the movies they send us sometimes. They say, these people do enough raging in this world. I really want to know what they think of this movie, which I think happens to be for this one. I hear what you're saying. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I will continue to give this unimpressed look.
Oh, I love that look. That's, you know what? Of all your looks that you have, and you have many, that is probably my third favorite. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, pick total crap to give us for Rage or Dare. That's my rage.
I come to the aid of our listeners for a minute.
Oh, what?
The movie you're talking about, I do think it's a piece of crap.
What?
So
he walked out of it.
Yeah, I did. If I were a listener, I probably would have dared you to see this as well.
What?
So there you go. Just because you two loved it doesn't mean the whole world does.
Hey, wait, I haven't said if I loved it or not yet.
Just saying. So don't be besmirching our listeners.
Our beautiful listeners all the way from Australia.
Just because they didn't like the movie that you love doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it.
From doing under.
So there.
This was, yeah, okay.
Just saying.
They're probably petting koalas.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Wheel of Horror, the podcast where three childhood best friends discuss all of your favorite horror movies and all the newest films that are streaming or in theaters. Every Monday on Wheel of Horror, Eric and Alec will discuss all horror films from all of cinema, and every Friday on Fresh Film Fridays, Alec and Justin will discuss the newest films that are streaming or in theaters. You can find our episodes on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and our website, wheelofhorrorpodcast.com, and you can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Horror Wheel. Again, that's new episodes every Monday and Friday.
He sure talks fast.
He does. Probably because I played it at 1.5 speed by accident.
Did you? You gotta slow it down next time?
Gotta slow it down. I love those guys, by the way. They're super, super fun. And their podcast is awesome. So, we had what I like to call the Walken Off.
Another Walken Off.
But we have to have a little bit of a discussion, because last week we talked about a 5-minute mark.
Oh, he was in for 5 minutes.
No, he was in for 4 minutes, and hold on, I timed it.
Are you serious?
I really
Timed
did.
it.
I really did. I really did. But this is what my argument is, that we get to keep it. Is because he had enough space. He was in 4 minutes and 56 minutes. For 4 minutes and 56 seconds.
And he was the main focus of those 4 minutes.
Yeah, so I think
He
5
stole
minutes
that
as
scene.
then
He's not
maybe
saying.
yes.
He's not just in the background.
That's right.
Like he
So
was in before.
5 minutes is a guide.
Yeah.
And we can make a decision based on, once we've seen the movie, whether or not we felt they had enough. Because if it was 4 minutes and 56 seconds, and he really only had maybe 1 minute of actually getting to see how mesmerizing he is, then we could say he was very, very good. I'm kind of upset Murray didn't get a chance to see this one, but I think it might be unanimous again. I have a really sad. This may be the saddest day in film rage history.
It's I think it might be. Because
Unfortunately, Steve Buscemi went up against Christopher Walken.
And I vote Walken.
I actually vote Walken too.
So yeah, so things to do in Denver when you're dead.
Just kill Steve Buscemi.
Walken outshined Buscemi. I'm sorry to say, Buscemi, because you are mesmerizing, but you are no longer on the mesmerizing list.
Here's my argument that, you know what? He's not always mesmerizing.
All right.
Because we have seen him. I personally, when we had to watch Fargo, I didn't think he was that
I
mesmerizing.
like Fargo.
Fargo's
That's
one of
not-
my favorite movies
That
of
has
all
nothing
time.
to do with what he's talking about right now.
No.
He's talking about
I'm
a
talking about-
specific character and
Yeah.
whether he was mesmerizing in that character.
Him up
I think he
against
was.
what's his face?
Yeah.
The guy who doesn't talk.
Yeah, him.
He got
Peter,
totally
what's his name?
every scene
Starmare?
he got destroyed in that movie.
Yeah,
I will give you
he
that.
did.
He was
So,
very good.
he was
but
great.
he was destroyed. in
Peter-
that
Peter
movie.
Stormare,
He,
sorry.
he
Peter
didn't really,
Stormare,
he didn't really
yeah.
have any scenes with Frances McDormand though.
I know.
What does that have to do with the price
Well,
of
just
tea in
saying.
China?
I mean, she was the most mesmerizing one in the movie.
Well, that
but
was why we
Yeah.
couldn't
the
use
scenes he was
we
in, he
couldn't
was
get
mesmerizing.
we couldn't get anybody off. No,
We
mesmerizing
disagreed on
means
that.
he's more mesmerizing than Peter Stormare, and he wasn't.
He was not. Oh no.
Sure he was.
No, he wasn't.
No,
He was not. You put those two up, it would have been like if it was just those two in the movie.
Yeah.
Buscemi would have been
Peter
out
Storm- yeah.
when we did Fargo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I will agree with that.
So, I'm sad to say
Buscemi, you gone.
you gone.
All right.
Murray's got another tasty
Next
treat
victim.
for us, though.
Are
a
we
juicy one.
We're not talking Paul Walker yet?
Well, we'll talk Paul Walker.
All right,
Let's
we're
find
gonna
out
do
who.
it.
Let's
Okay.
find out what the Murs got cooking.
Gotcha.
I found a juicy one with another one of our mesmerized. Excess baggage.
Excess.
1997.
It's not Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia
is it?
Silverstone.
Oh no.
Christopher Walken and Benicio del Toro are both in it.
Oh, you think? No.
Yes.
I don't want to watch an Alicia Silverstone
bad.
movie.
I'm
Those
sorry,
two are in
Bryce.
it.
This
As
is
soon
what.
as he said the name of the movie, I'm like, he's not talking
Somehow-
Alicia Silverstone.
Somehow I know
dear
what this movie
Lord.
is.
What's that? You don't know what this
No,
movie
no,
is?
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
this movie. I'm saying I'm you at the moment as you're thinking inside your head. I know what this movie is. Why do we have to watch this? Because you know what?
It's a mesmerized
Murray
off.
does his job. He puts in his 8 minutes a
8
week,
minutes a week.
and we get the joy that we
Right.
get from the Mur.
Oh man.
Okay, so next week we're going to be watching
Excessive baggage.
Excessive.
Or,
Excess.
Excess baggage.
Already, I'm excited about this.
No, you're not.
I am too. I might actually try to find it.
Sweet. We might have to have a party, Mur.
Sure.
Ugh.
Once you're
All
done
right.
with the film festival.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So what else?
Paul Walker debate rages on. Did you see Hours?
Yes. Did you see Hours?
I watched it last night before bed, and somehow I didn't fall asleep. So,
What?
Yeah.
So
I wanted to.
So my thoughts on this is I just put a quick snapshot.
Okay.
Movie about flashback montages every 15 minutes. And incredibly unbelievable and boring. Plus a stupid fake baby. Plus Paul Walker talking to a baby for 1 hour and 55 minutes or 1 hour and 50 minutes. It was long. It felt long. It felt like it should have been a short.
All right.
And it was a rage. It was awful.
Okay, so I got 12 words for you.
Oh, 12?
Yeah. Wooden performance from pretty boy Paul Walker
Yes.
plus plastic baby equals rage.
Is that a haiku?
Yeah. I don't know haikus, but
No,
if one of
it's
our
not.
listeners is listening, tell us
No,
if that was a haiku.
It's something. It's pure poetry.
It is pure poetry, though. So apparently, for whatever reason, why Paul Walker was not on the
Doubted.
doubted
He is
list,
now.
he is now.
Rest
He's also
in
on the
peace.
repulsive list, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
Are we going to John Singleton or no?
Nah.
We'll let John Singleton stew in his own juices. We'll maybe each look and see a movie we haven't seen of his lately.
All right then.
But he'll be brought up. He'll be
All right.
brought up all right.
I'll be right.
So
Before
yeah.
before we go into our last segment,
Oh.
we have to talk a little bit about what we're doing this weekend.
Second annual Calgary Black Film Festival. So we got 47 films from 14 countries. This year it's a hybrid festival, so very exciting. They're going to be in theaters for the first time. Starts tomorrow, May 26th. Might be today because usually I get these episodes on pretty late. But Thursday, May 26th through Sunday, May 29th. Really exciting this year because it's available online, all of the films throughout Canada. The short films are actually available worldwide.
Worldwide?
So everybody can partake. It's going to open with their opening gala Thursday night, May 26th, at the Globe Cinema with a movie by the name of The White Line. It's going to close out the festivities on Sunday with a movie called Murder in Paris.
Which I've been wanting to see.
And there's going to be a whole lot of goodness in between. If you are in Calgary, it's going to be at the Globe Cinema. Contemporary Calgary is going to have a showing. Calgary Memorial Park Library has some stuff going on. Calgary Central Library.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. So if you're in Calgary, check it out. You can get tickets at calgaryblackfilm.com. They got passes, they got single tickets, whatever you're into. You can find a whole lot of entertainment coming this weekend.
This content looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, you look at this, they've got a really good mix of documentary and narratives. It's I'm super pumped.
Plus, I didn't expect it was going to be like international like it is. Like 14 countries we're getting films from. So
Yeah.
I'm super stoked for this.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had more time this weekend.
Yes.
But we're going to get to see a lot of in-cinema stuff. So
Yeah, we're gonna
stay tuned for next week. We're going to have a special Calgary.
But I hope to
Film
see
Festival.
everybody there because it is going to be good.
Epic.
Last week on Rage or Dare, the boys were dared to see one of their favorite horror comedy films, The Greasy Strangler, by the fantastic gruesome twosome movie reviewsome all the way from down under. This week, Jim and Bryce will have to unfortunately go back to the trough of Murray's curdled milk bucket, which they missed enjoying last week. Now, will we get to hear the answer to the Bee Gees question, how deep is your love? Or will Bryce Saturday Night Fever himself into a rage for being dared to see such a phantasmagorical film like The Greasy Strangler?
Casey.
That's pure gold there.
I love you, Casey.
That's
So,
pure gold right there.
I already got the rage bit out of the way, so let's go on and just
Bring
let's
the
talk about
juice.
The Greasy Strangler.
Yes.
The Greasy Strangler is a triumph in filmmaking. It is a type of film that gets you excited about cinema. It is a film that after you see it, you tell everyone you know that you have to see this film. How you can have a better time at the movies, I do not know. It is a fever dream of a film that transports you to another world that sort of seems like the world around you, but it's a little bit different. The use of color, music, and the cinematography are top notch. The acting is perfect for the world that they inhabit. It has one of the most mesmerizing performances you will ever witness from Mr. Michael St. Michaels as Big Ronnie. There is so much laughter, so much drama, so many unsettling visuals, and so much Hooty, Tooty, Disco Cutie. This is unlike anything you will ever see. It is a category of film unto itself. This, on no level, should have been qualified to be on the Rage Your Day segment. This is a one-of-a-kind gem. This is Mondo.
You know, this is going to be, like, monumentally the only film I think we may ever have to watch. I was going to say get to watch, because this would be something we would normally just watch on,
Yes.
pick a day of the week. But the fact that we got dared to see possibly one of our favorite movies
Yeah.
is just not. I'm sad, and yet I'm so happy.
I'm happy I watched it again because
Yes.
and I
You
would have,
forgot.
there was some stuff like I forgot what a fantastic ending this movie
Oh,
has.
yeah.
I did not remember that end. Like I remembered most of this film. Like I was sitting there, talking along with it with all the great lines that it has. I mean, it's just one after the other. Like there is not a wasted piece of film in this movie.
No.
Not one wasted
second.
scene. Not one wasted breath.
No.
It is perfect. This is a perfect film.
This may be the best movie ever
and then
made.
the ending comes, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how awesome this is. The most unpredictable ending of any film that you'll ever
made.
see.
Yeah.
Oh,
M. Night
so
Shyamalan's
good.
got nothing, and
No,
I mean nothing.
Nothing
on this.
So
All right,
good.
well, let me talk
So
about
good. Yeah,
what I
sorry,
thought
I'm
about
just
it.
gushing. I
There's
just
so much
love
gush.
this
It's
movie.
oozing out his pores right now. He
so
kinda,
good.
He actually smells greasy right now.
Oh, so
actually, I'm
greasy.
just gonna touch your skin.
Oh, I'm greasy.
Oh, it's so greasy. So not since The Pursuit of Happiness Has there been as powerful a moving father-son movie as we get with the Greasy Strangler? From the matching pink short sets to always wearing underwear, the non-stop bullshit artistry, to the fatherly love, this film is truly a fatherly, sonly love story. Yeah. Every single line of dialogue in this movie makes me smile, but mostly laugh. Laugh myself into a greasy frenzy of hilarity. The masterminds behind this project really understand exactly what I like to see in a comedy horror film.
Yes.
You can also see, in my opinion, the heavy influences of John Waters sprinkled through this masterpiece of modern cinema. If John Waters did not exist, this film could never have been made. From the sex scenes to the murders in the greasiness to absolute grossity of pretty much everything in this film, I just kept asking myself, am I doing it right, Janet? Am I doing it right, Janet? Yes. Am I doing it right, Janet?
So good.
Am I doing it right, Janet?
It's such a good scene.
Am I doing it right, Janet?
It just keeps on saying it.
I also need to know where to get a frontless pink jumpsuit for my naked discoing dancing.
Yes.
I just need it. It's like what I want to do this whole summer. I want that outfit, and then I want to stand out in front of Murray's and Bryce's windows like that famous movie with my ghetto blaster, and I want to disco dance in my pink jumpsuit.
Yes.
Bryce,
Yep.
This film has inspired me, and I think it's time that I tell you how I really feel about you.
All
Firstly, you must know you are a cat shit artist, or perhaps you're a horse shit artist. But also, as you've already mentioned, you're a Hooty Tooty disco cutie.
Thank you.
This film finally gave me the words to truly express my feelings for you. This movie is basically perfect. But the only complaint I might have is there doesn't seem to be enough huge man meat on screen all the time. I mean, there's lots, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of huge greasy penis on screen, but maybe just not enough. But I guess it's enough.
I would usually disagree with you, but in this movie, maybe it needed a little more.
I think maybe it just had enough to still keep it 100% Mondo.
Oh, so good.
You should have stuck this out to the end of the movie.
I couldn't even stay for half of it.
It is brilliant.
It repulsed me so much I had to leave.
The opening scene, I'm just like with the oh my god, it was so good.
It's it's perfect. Like there's no scene where you're like, oh, they could have cut. They can't cut anything.
There's nothing.
This is a lean, mean movie. It's it's rapid fire. Like nothing. It doesn't miss. It's like it took like 2 minutes to watch.
It felt like I should have kept watching it all night long.
Oh, so good. It's so well acted.
Okay, so pick a scene that is like your favorite scene of the movie. Can you find one? Just pick one.
I don't think I can.
I think my favorite. There's so many.
There's so many.
But the one that I think was probably the most, I want to see devilishly funny ones.
Okay.
Was when he finally made him the perfect meal. Because it was just greasy. Just the right amount of grease.
It's so good. It was so greasy.
So greasy.
Honestly, there's just everything flowed into one another so seamlessly. It's like one big Mondo scene to me. Everything was so fluid, so well cut. It was perfect. Like so perfect.
Yep. I
could see why Elijah Wood was like the executive producer on this. Because how could you not want to get involved with this?
We all know my pure passion for Elijah Wood.
I mean, he must have
I always have wood for Elijah Wood.
He got, I'm almost speechless.
You are pretty much speechless.
I love this movie.
You're still greasy.
Love this movie.
So good. Well, our friends from the Gruesome Twosome Movie Review we love you at the same time as Bryce is very angry with you.
Yes.
Pick a worse movie.
Thank you.
I just had to get that out. All right, now Murray's been graciously holding his succulent, juicy, curdled bag of milky goodness. My little vegan friend is going to eat this ice cream bucket of rage.
So this is for both of us?
This is for both of us. We're on a trip, buddy. We're
All
doing
right.
both of us
What are we watching?
a movie called Tenure.
Tenure.
I
I have
don't
no
even-
idea what this is.
I don't know what this is either.
You will.
Tenure.
It's from 2008. Oh, it stars Luke Wilson.
It does.
Wow, how could it be bad? He's adorable.
It couldn't be. It's got to be perfect.
Oh, I remember this.
Do you?
I do.
Wow.
It's
Gretchen Mol, Luke Wilson,
Yeah.
David Kirchner.
I don't remember if I liked it or not, but I remember I've seen it.
But we know Murray paid $2 for it.
I
so
did.
That's usually a bad sign.
Not always.
Because if someone's paying $2 for it,
Well, there's one. They couldn't even find anybody to have a quote on the box.
there's not one person that's
Nope,
quoted on
there's-
the box.
There's nobody that's saying this is the funniest movie of the season.
This
No,
is the
there's-
movie to watch.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there is.
Nobody
there's
gave it
nothing.
2.5 stars.
No, there's nothing.
Probably because no one gave it as high as 2.5 stars, maybe.
I'm looking forward to it though. Luke Wilson.
I love Luke
David
Wilson.
Kushner. Should be something.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a really short episode this week. We should talk for another hour or two about
No,
Paul Walker.
That's all right.
Pretty boy Paul Walker.
Eh. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to Extended Film Rage family, who you can find them on our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the sweet, sweet voice of Rager Dare. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We are always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please like, subscribe, and send us an email to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. No matter what you do, dare us to see a real terrible movie to fuel our rage, not the Greasy Strangler Part 2 when it comes out. Please just make us rage. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please make us rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on. Oh, and CalgaryBlackFilm.com. Check it out.